All right, everybody. This is a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. I've been getting a little pushback lately from different people, and I think some people may have me misunderstood, and they have my platform misunderstood. So tonight, I'm going to explain or clarify why I don't hold Black women accountable for anything. All right, along with some other things. So hopefully, after tonight, I won't have to do this again and people will understand where the Black Knight is coming from. All right, it's gangster talk. Let's do it, Dan.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. Shoot the game going for mine.
Alright.
And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel.
Bang them out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beef is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the 4.5. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that, son. They rather see him spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. Yeah, get your I get down for mine. I get down for this. And put your money, put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular shit, nigga, turn no fair. I get down for mine. I get down for this. And put your money, put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular shit, nigga. I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't some place you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in a daze. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. The karma's a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about flipping keys? Come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the streets with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the streets, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. So we get down for dance and bring it to the hands in the air. I get down for mine. So we get down for dance on the regular. Shake the fingers, no fear. I get down for mine. So we get down for dance and bring it to the hands in the air. I get down for mine. So we get down for dance on the regular. Shake the fingers, no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for mine.
All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. I am the Black Knight, aka the Notorious Gangsta Simp, also known as Maximum Black. The lady Dame is with me, but she's behind the scenes tonight. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Before I get started, let me get a sound check. Dame, let me know how I'm coming in. Type one in the chat if you guys can hear me.
All right, coming in clear.
All right, good, good, good. All right, so let's get it off. Get it off. Look at the title, right? It's me clarifying why I don't hold Black women accountable for everything. I've been under fire a little bit. I've had people come at me, you know, thinking that I'm naive to Black women, thinking that I don't believe or know that some Black women do mess up. Like some Black women are out here tripping. I understand that very well. But here's the thing, though, about me. This channel is about Black love. This channel is about Black people. This channel is about Black women. It's a pro-Black / pro-Black woman channel. Now, when I came up on YouTube, Black women were getting it from every direction. There was literally no place that they can go to where they weren't being attacked by some kind of manosphere nut or some kind of trap set for them, where they got ganged up on in the chat room or ganged up on a panel, and they were always being disrespected, called out their name, all the time, constantly, right? Now, me growing up with the background that I grew up with, I don't like that. So I decided to build a channel that would shield Black women from that kind of disrespect and that kind of hatred. And thus came about the Ebony Star Network and the E Nation. Well, first the E Nation came first, then the Ebony Star Network, the Media Hub came after. Then came the creation of different shows. The first show was the Overdrive show. All right. And then came Gangsta Talk and the rest of the other shows. So when I started this, I made it very clear that on this channel, Black women will not be disrespected. They will not be called out their name. They will not be called Bs. The B word over here is off limits. You cannot come over here and call a Black woman a B. You risk being banned if you do so. Now, a lot of people were very upset that this channel had the nerve to say that it was going to protect Black women on social media. And this wasn't going to be another place where you can come and dump on Black women, where you can come and start fights with Black women, where you can come and get your little cowardly, girly thing off against Black women and call them all kinds of names. It wasn't going to be that kind of party. So when I upheld that, I lost a lot of so-called friends. People turned their back on me. People sabotaged me. They tried to set us up. They sent many people over here to try to burn the channel down. And even after all of that, we survived, right? It's still here. Now, I'm also getting more adversity, right? More pushback in the way of people are doing it in a subtle way now, where they're coming at me and they're telling me, well, Max, you don't hold Black women accountable for anything. Are you saying that Black women don't have a mind of their own? No, that's not what I'm saying. I know Black women have a mind of their own. So I'm going to declare, but here's another thing. I still got guys coming here pushing my buttons, right? Coming in here testing the waters, sneak dissing Black women on the low. Like I don't hear it or see it. And I'm trying to really be cool about it. I'm trying to give them an opportunity to stop doing it. All right. But it's not going to be tolerated much longer. The only reason why these guys are getting a reprieve from me, because I kind of halfway respect these dudes. Yes, they have a difference of opinion, but for the most part, they appear to be stand-up dudes. But lately, they've been acting a little weird. Okay? See, that's the problem when you put on a phony image. You got to continue to maintain that image, right? And it takes energy to maintain a lie. sooner or later you run out of energy and you can't maintain a lie anymore. So if that is what's happening to these dudes, make no mistake, they will be dealt with, and you won't see them in here anymore. Okay? Because I'm not going to tolerate any sneak dissing black women. I meant what I said. There will be no disrespect of black women on this channel, especially the B word. Now, I can't, okay, now here's another thing too, right? I can't get myself in a quagmire. If a black woman comes up here and righteously check another black woman, I'm going to stay out of that. Because righteously checking somebody is a whole lot different than disrespecting them. Okay? So if a black woman coming up here and she's righteous and calling some black women out, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm going to stand back and let women handle women's business. You understand? Okay, now, and this is not a platform to where a woman's voice is silenced in no way. Women come up here and they can say whatever they want. We've even endured some sisters up here who hate men. They've come up here and expressed their like crazy hatred, right? We've even let that ride sometimes because we understand that these women are hurt, all right? Some women get the wrong idea about this channel and think that it's a man hate channel when it isn't. Okay? But we tolerate some of the feminists because we understand that they hurt. All right? But I'm not going to get into women's business. That's why you guys usually see me hop off the panel when 2 or 3 women get up here and get to going, talking. I'll jump off the panel and go down in the chat. I stay out of women's business. And like I said, I'm not going to, if a woman comes up here and is righteously checking another woman, I'm going to stay out of that. As long as it's righteous and it ain't on no disrespect stuff, right? I'm going to stay out of that. My hands are tied. That's 2 women having a grown woman's conversation, all right? And one is righteously checking the other. I'm not going to interfere with that. Okay? So now, getting to what I said about not holding black women accountable for everything. All right. Let's talk about that. Some people think that I'm naive. I don't know how you live 54 years and you're naive. I mean, if you're naive at 54, you might as well just pack it in. I mean, ain't nothing else for you to do. No, I'm not naive. Okay. I know that there's some sisters out there who are off their rocker. Okay. There's some sisters out there who are doing some evil stuff. I understand all that. I'm very, very much aware of that. But here's the problem that a lot of people don't know about me. I'm not here for that. That's not what this platform is about. I'm not going to discuss those things on this channel. You see, another reason why I created this channel is because of the hatred that black women get. And I mean from all sides, all over the country. So as far as I'm concerned, they get so much hatred, they're not going to hear it here. They're not going to come here to this channel and hear me say, well, this sister was messed up and she's a baby killer and she wouldn't jack and black women with the F fucking. I'm not doing that. I'm going to stay away from that because there's enough people already expressing hatred for black women. I'm not going to add to it.
Hello. All right. So sorry about that. Had a little issue. So no, the show hadn't end. All right. Little technical difficulty. So yeah, as Max was saying, he's women coming in and they having a discussion and it gets heated. Leave it between them as long as they're respectful with each other. And let them deal with it. And but yeah, so as long as they they can have that. But still, this channel we're not accepting the B word being from either men or women or any forms of the B word for those that like to slyly sneak in. So we are gonna have that. um I sometimes I will let women handle it out, but if I feel like it getting out of hand, I will step in. But I try not to mute people, but I will do it. I'll even throw them off the panel and put them in the back chat. Yeah. So Max is here to clarify because some people have a misunderstanding about him and what he means when he says when he says that he don't hold black women responsible for things. It don't mean that he don't think that they are responsible, but this is about the stuff that the manosphere and stuff be attacking black women with. Hello, Max, you back?
Okay, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me? Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me,
hear you.
Dane?
Yeah, I
All
can
right,
hear
sorry
you.
about that, y'all. Okay, I'm back.
All
Sorry
right.
about that, y'all. I had a little technical difficulty. But like I was saying, right? And so I don't, okay, you see, the way I see it, black women are getting more than their fair share of hatred all over the place. Okay? You can't even, hold on.
Okay. Hello, I'm back. So yeah, people are not quite understanding. They keep trying to come in here and try to twist it into uh black women accountability. It's not that. Yes, we're very clear about black women. He has a very clear understanding of it. But this is not what his show is about. It's not about holding black women accountable. Yes, he holds black men accountable, but he's not holding, you know, he's holding a certain group of black men who are not accountable. Um,
Sorry
and
about that, y'all, but it seems like everybody wants to call me, you know. They had all day to call me. Nobody wanted to say that. Now that I'm live, everybody want to call. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying is that, you see, the way I see it, black women are getting more than their fair share of hatred. You got men in the manosphere talking crazy about them. You got other people talking crazy about them. You got white women talking crazy about them. So they really getting it from all angles, all directions. And so when you have a group of men who hate black women, who are always trying to point out their faults, always trying to point out that they should be held accountable, which I really think is funny because I don't know how you trying to hold somebody else accountable when you haven't held yourself accountable or your failures. But we're going to get into that in a few minutes too, because I find that kind of funny, you know. But anyway, they need, you know, they want to point out all of the things that black women are doing. Black women can do nothing right. You know, everything that they do is overly exaggerated. She's a terrible mother. She's the worst person on earth, and you know, and it just keeps going on and on and on. Right? She's the least desired. She's overweight. All kinds of stuff. Right? So I choose not to engage in that kind of rhetoric here. This is a place where black women can come to and not hear that. Now, do I see some black women out there tripping? Yes, I do. But I'm not bringing that here. I don't want to bring that on this channel. This ain't that kind of channel. I'm not here to point out bad things that black women do. They got enough of that already. You don't need me adding to it. And I don't want to add to it. Just because you now what trips me out is you have a lot of people who are cool with people hating black women and all these things about black women, but when somebody love black women and don't want to focus on those type of negative things and want to focus on the positive things, then it's a problem. You guys have any idea how many people come at me talking about I don't hold black women accountable. I don't think black women could do no wrong. I'm treating black women like children. I don't think they have a mind of their own. I never said any of those things. The only thing I've said that they got right is that I don't hold black women accountable for anything. And I'm about to explain why. But I don't think of black women as not having their own mind or thinking them like children. I don't do that. I have the utmost respect for my sisters. You know, and so let me tell you why I don't hold black women accountable for nothing. Well, for one, they're not the leaders of the communities. Okay? They're just not. And everything in the community falls under the leadership in the community. Now, if they were leading the community and black men were following them and everything went crazy, then we can sit up here and say, okay, black woman, what you doing wrong? What's your issue? But that's not the case. The black men are the leaders. The black men are the ones who failed us all. They failed black women. They failed black men. They failed our black children, which I find very ironic that they're trying to hold somebody accountable, but don't want to be accountable for their failures. You see, this is the way it works. When the leader is the leader of the environment, the leader also sets edicts and precedents in that environment. What's supposed to go down, what's not supposed to go down, what's going to be tolerated, what's not going to be tolerated. And the people have to get on board with that, right? So the leadership has to be strong. Once the people are on board with that, then we set it into motion. And then the men have to be held to a certain standard in that community in order for that community to thrive and put out good, respectable men, strong men, okay, caring and loving women, right? When you don't have that, when the leadership is poor and you have absentee fathers, then it makes for a bad mixture and the environment becomes corrupted. And once the environment becomes corrupted, it gives birth to people with bad behavior. It breeds bad behavior. It breeds bad people because it's corrupted. It's like the roots of a tree rotting. Okay, it's corrupted. So when you got women who are in a corrupted environment to where the men, hold on. Man, I'm sorry, one more distraction, y'all.
All right. So yeah, when you got the men create the environment, and if they're not maintaining the environment or they're making sure the bad elements is out, where the environment gets corrupted. You know, a lot of men say, "Well, I take care of me and mine," That's in your house. You know, you got. What about people in your community? Are you taking care of your neighborhood, your block? You know, are you getting with like-minded men um, and taking care of and running out or getting rid of the bad elements, or letting it be known that this block is being protected. Y'all not going to tolerate this stuff. Pull up on the young boys that are acting up. All that. But mhm. So yeah. So since the black men are the leaders, they are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're dropping the ball. That's why they're being held responsible for leading the community. Something's going on. You hit the community. Deal with the leader in the community, because the buck stops with them. And so that's why he don't hold black women accountable. What's going on to the community? Uh, they are doing their best to keep the community together without the leadership. They see what's going on. They're trying their best, but as with raising children, that's a two-parent job. It's not just one half of a group of people that take care of the community. Yeah. So yeah, that's why black women cannot be held accountable for what's going on in the community. They're they're not the ones that's not trying to do their job, do their part. But they're doing best they can. Um, there's supposed to be two people or two halves of the community working together. So you're not giving no directions. You're not participating. In fact, too many of y'all are saying let the community burn. Too many of you men, y'all giving up. Y'all stop doing the work. Y'all could say it's too hard, it's too much, or what the women are doing. Why are you looking to the women? You're the leaders. She's supposed to help you, pull your attention to it, let you know what's going on. But you're not. Y'all like, why y'all talking to me? You're the leaders. You're not listening to me. You're not submitting. Okay, what they got to do with the leadership? It sounds like you taking a personal problem into a public venue. So the very ones that screaming and hollering, submit, 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 are not leading. They're not taking care of their families, not taking care of their neighborhood. In fact, they're
Okay,
trying
I'm
to
back.
lead. Ah, you're back.
All right, sorry about that, y'all. That was the last distraction. We should be good now. All right, and some people just don't get it. But anyway, like I was saying, right? So when somebody come to me and say a black woman is messed up, right? The first thing I'm going to do is find out what kind of environment she came out of, because that has a lot to do with her mentality. Now, some people don't want to believe that. Some people just want to find something bad about black women, and they think that I don't know that there's some black women who are messed up. I know that, but that's not something I talk about on this platform. That's not what this platform is about. This is a pro-black woman's platform. This is about combating the hatred that black women get. And over here, this is a haven for black women to come over here and be themselves, free from ridicule, free from any kind of verbal abuse, and free from any hatred that's dead set against them. When they come here, they're not going to find that here. I'm not going to put on little articles and things talking about black women out here doing effed up stuff. That's not what this channel is about. Like I said, I don't have a problem with if a sister is righteous and checking another sister as long as it's righteous, ain't nothing I can do about that. But I'm not just gonna outright pick a story and say that black women are behaving this way and it's their fault that this happened. I don't get down like that. I stay away from them kind of stories because that's not what this platform is about. I'm not here to add fuel to the fire. Do I know there's some black women out there tripping? Absolutely. Do I know there's some black women that effed up? Yeah. But I'm not interested in talking about that here. What I'm here to do with this channel is to point out the positives, protect my sisters, find some decent brothers in here that we can have positive relations between black men and black women in here and block out all of the hatred in here. So this can be at least one social media place that black women come and they can unwind, they can be themselves, they can voice their opinion, free from attack and free from verbal abuse and free from any of this manosphere crap or whatever. Okay? Now, some people don't like that. Some people are really pushing the issue with me. And they want to come in here on a sneak tip and try to turn this into some kind of battleground. Some of these dudes in this chat is pushing my buttons. And I'm trying to be cool. Okay, I'm trying to show you brothers a better way of handling things and behaving things. I mean, behaving a certain way. I'm an older, mature man. I don't want to get into some girl fight with you or some kind of hard calling contest. I prefer that you guys act like gentlemen and be mature in your actions and respect the channel and respect the rules of the channel. But some dudes don't want to do this. Some dudes act like they got brain damage. They want to come up on the panel and say raunchy things. They want to come up on the panel and do awkward and weird things to try to disrupt the panel. You got dudes to say stuff in the chat that they know I don't play, cats talking about other cats' fallacies. I don't play that. That's homo stuff. I don't play that over here. They're trying to find other ways to say it, right? And I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. You got cats coming over here sneak dissing black women. Whenever they find some type of situation to where they can blame the black woman, they come in here strong as I don't know what. Like, I don't know that they're doing that. So, no, I don't hold the black woman accountable simply because the situation that we're in, it's not her fault. It's not. It's the man's fault. The black man has failed our people, not the black woman. If the black woman failed us, right, where would a lot of you dudes be? Because you would have no mothers. You wouldn't be raised in a single parent home. A lot of you aren't even grateful that you were raised in a home with at least one parent that loved you and did everything she could for you. I don't understand how y'all ragging on single baby mothers, but if it wasn't for your mother, where would you be? Would you have been in a foster home? Would you have been homeless? Would you have died on the street from starvation? See, they don't think about stuff like that. And people don't like the fact that I actually have a real love for black women. And I don't want to talk about the bad things. If all these guys can do is talk about the bad things, why can't I not talk about the bad things? Why I can't talk only about the good things? Which is the opposite of what they're doing. Some of these panels, that's all they do is spew negativity about black women. Well, this is a channel that spews positivity about black women and love for black women. Why we can't do that? If they can spew hatred, why can't I spew love? Why it's got to be some damn problem? Why somebody got to come at me because I'm expressing love for black women and trying to get other brothers to do the same thing? I'm old school. I come from the time where black love was everywhere. But black men loved black women. And that's what I'm trying to recreate here. But some people don't like that. Some people, Max, you know, they're coming at me, Max, you're naive. Some of these women, look, man, I'm not interested in all that. I know some of these women ain't no good. I know some of these women are upside down. I get all of that. But that's not what I'm about over here. That's not what this space is all about. You come over here, you won't hear any of that. Because that's not the type of stuff I talk about. And let's get back to this accountable stuff, right? You got, I think it's funny Naga's talking about they hold black women accountable when you ain't even holding yourself accountable. You're a failure. And you've allowed the environment to become corrupted. It breeds bad men. And so you have the black woman in her environment choosing the best from the worst. You don't want to take responsibility for that because you don't want to raise your kids because they're being raised in the street and they've turned into animals. They're out here killing people. You got the nerve to talk about holding black women accountable. You need to hold yourself accountable, black man. When you gonna do that? So no, I don't hold black women accountable. Now, let me address this. They've said to me, Max, you think black women can do no wrong? Well, sometimes they can't. Some situations, they can't do any wrong. Like in the very big situation that I'm talking about now, about how black men failed all of us, no, the black woman can do no wrong. As a matter of fact, she's doing everything right. She's taking care of the kids that these Nagas done left behind. How is she doing wrong? And I said before, well, I've gone on record and said the black woman can do no wrong because the black man can do no right. When the black man start doing some rights, then we'll talk about the black woman doing wrong. Okay? And some people seem to think that I believe that all black men are messed up. Never said that. Don't believe that. If I believed that, I wouldn't have this channel trying to promote positive relations between black men and black women. I don't believe every man out there is messed up. I'm trying to attract some decent ones over here so they can hang out with the sisters so we can start building positive relations. Now, do I believe a large contingent of niggas are fucked up? Absolutely. We got some problem children over here. And so, I get brought to task, right? Because some people think that I'm naive and they believe that I'm in the dark and that some black women are messed up. Not in the dark about any of that. I just choose not to talk about that. Because that's not what my platform is about. My platform is not another point finger platform. It's not another echo chamber when it comes down to what black women are doing wrong. It's not an echo chamber for black female fuckery. It's not. My channel was all about loving the black woman, love for the black woman, respect for the black woman, and positive relations between black men and black women. It is also about black love, and we are pro-black and pro-black woman over here. That's what this channel is all about. We don't tolerate any disrespect. We got people coming here trying us because they don't respect what we're doing. They don't respect the channel because they have no respect for black women. So they come in here and try to push the issue, try to push the envelope, try to push my buttons, try to get me off of my square, try to find some kind of negative thing that they could say about me that'll blow my image on social media. So they can, ultimately ruin this platform because they don't want black women to have anything good. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not like that. I'm sorry if I'm not a hateful person. I'm just not. When it comes down to my black women, I'm not hateful towards them. I want to see them have something good. I want to see them enjoy their lives. I want to see them find men that love them. I want to see them find the type of men that's going to take care of them, be a good husband to them, and be a good father to their children. I'm not one of these dudes that hate black women and don't want to see black women without anything. Even some women have come at me. But it's all right. It's all right. I'm learning now how to, that I'm going to meet a lot of opposition in the journey of trying to raise up the Ebony Star Network and the E Nation and the Power Network. And a lot of opposition is coming from black folks. But it's never going to make me turn against my sisters. I'm never going to turn. No matter how many black women they send over here and try to sabotage me, I'm never going to turn against black women. You can forget that. You're wasting your time. It's not going to happen. Okay? But it just kind of makes it just trips me out, right? How I'm a target because I love black women. I don't want to talk about the bad things about black women. I don't want to point out that some of them are tripping. I want to stay away from that. So because I want to stay away from that and don't want to bring that here and want that to be a minus of this place, right? I've become a target. Max, you don't think black women do anything wrong. Max, you don't think they do something wrong. I know. I just don't want to talk about it. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to try to build something solid for my black women, for my sisters. And if anybody knows me by now, you know that I'm overly sensitive and overly protective of pregnant black women. Now, I understand some people don't care about black women at all. They don't care about being pregnant. They don't care about your child. Some people don't care nothing about life. I get all of that, but I'm not one of those people. And I'm sorry that you're upset with me. A lot of you are upset with me because I'm not like you. I'm not one of those hateful people. I care about life. I care about the life that's in a woman's womb, a black woman's womb. I care about that black woman. I'm sorry, I'm just not like y'all. Some of y'all. And some people can't stand me because I'm not like them. Because they see black women so different. Well, they this and they that, they this and they that. And see, when I don't get down like that, I'm public enemy number one. And people are not used to somebody defending black women. And I'm not saying that black women need me to defend them. I'm not saying that I'm the number one stunner or something like that. Well, I just care. I care about my women and I want to defend them. I didn't name myself the Black Knight. That name was given to me by the very black women that I love and care for and protect. And I get shitted on and I get targeted simply because I want this area right here, this small area. This is a small space, but I want it to be salubrious for black women. I want them to be able to come over here, be themselves, chill out, ain't got to worry about no bums attacking them. You know, they can speak their mind. Even some of you feminists who hate men to no end have come up here and utilized this platform to get all, to get out some hatred. We haven't said a thing. We didn't agree with it, but we didn't censor you and try to stop you from saying it. All we did was made sure that we put our disclaimer out after you said what you said. We said, hey, we are not a channel that hates black men. We're not a black man hate channel. That's not what we're about. I understand because this is a haven for black women. Some feminists are going to come in here and take advantage of it or exploit it. That's going to happen from time to time. But we are not a black man hate channel. It wouldn't even make any sense being a black man hate channel and you trying to promote positive relations between black men and black women. That doesn't make any sense. And I understand some people have made it very clear to me that they don't want any black love. They don't want black women to be loved. And they told me to take my past and stick it where the sun don't shine. You have any idea how bad I've been told? I've had people hit me up my email, call me all kinds of names I never even heard of before. I still don't know what the hell a moon cricket is. They would call me a moon cricket. A shiny one at that, and a loud one. They call me a loud, shiny moon cricket. Call me all kinds of things. And then, right? Yeah, I don't care if you came up old school. Take that old school and stick it where the sun don't shine. Your time is gone. It's past. We don't get down like that no more. And you out of your league, old man. Old man, you way out of your depth. Black women don't even care that you care about them. Black women don't even care that you love them. They don't give a F about you. You way out of your depth, old man. I've gotten these emails. And what kills me is because I'm not like them, I'm not scarred, I'm not hating black women, I'm not hating black children. I'd rather defend a black woman than accuse her. When a situation arrives with black women, do I always look for the way to defend a black woman? Absolutely. Why? Because I love them. And some people don't like me for that. Some people talk about, Max, you naive. You can't defend black women about everything. Well, I know I can't, but hell, I try my best. I mean, all these people that hate black women, all these manosphere dudes, all these sissy bims, all this these fake ass pro blacks, these fucking red pill dudes, all these sneak this in, hate black women, right? But here's a man that loves black women. And just like they go out of their way to try to find all kinds of bad things to say about black women, well, I go out of my way to try to find all kinds of good things to say about black women. So if they can exist, why can't I? If they can eat, why can't I eat? If they can feel the way they feel, and you got women supporting them, talking about they well read and all this other crap, right? Then why can't I have the same thing for this channel? Why can't I have women who like the fact that there is a black man, at least one anyway, out here who absolutely love them and ain't trying to find no fault with them and trying to do everything he can to find good things to say about them, good things to present to them. Why that's got to be a problem? You don't have no problem with some dude running around talking about he want to see a black woman die in a pool of her own blood. But you got a problem with me saying that I think the most beautiful thing in the world is a black woman with child. You ain't got no problem with a piece of shit saying he want to see a black woman die by drowning in the pool of her own blood. Got no problem with that. But you got a problem with me saying that I think the most beautiful thing in the world is a black woman with child. Got a problem with me saying that. And you want to come down on me for that and make excuses for the other guy. Well, he didn't really mean it. Well, I meant what I said. Meant what I said. So I just find it funny and ironic that, you know, the bad people get to do whatever they want. Somebody decent show up and all hell breaks loose. Oh, you naive. You think black women can't think for themselves. You think I had a woman one time nearly cuss me out because she felt that I believe black women couldn't do things for themselves. That black women couldn't think for themselves. Let me check something out here. Dan, can you come in for a second?
Yes.
Dan, let me ask you a couple of questions, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you are my dearest friend on here. You know, you've had my back for a long time, right?
Right.
Now, one thing I know about you, you always truthful. You ain't gonna, even if I'm wrong, you gonna tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Then, do you believe that I believe that black women can't do anything for themselves?
No. No. I do not
Do
believe
you
that you believe that.
do you believe that I think that black women don't have their own mind?
Nope. I do not believe you believe that.
Do you think I'm naive that some black women ain't out here doing some bad things? You think I'm naive to that?
No. No, you do not. You're not naive to that.
Can you tell the people why I choose not to talk about those things?
Okay, you choose not to talk about those things because those things are not that important to you, and you there's enough of that going on here. You don't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there's a when women do bad things, there's a reason behind it. You go into what their environment was like, what was going on with them, and stuff like that. Women do not. You don't believe women just do bad things for no reason.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that.
Hmm.
Go back on mute for right now. You know,
All right.
change it and change the yo, what's with your gangster? What's with your gangster avatar? You looking to fight tonight?
Hey, I might have to. It seems like nobody understands.
Gang took they ain't took her gangster avatar out, y'all. Okay, so I'll get with you in a minute. Okay, then let me finish my rant. Okay, so all right, and so I mean I can go in depth to even ask Auntie and things like that, right? Who's been with me damn near since day one, since I launched the first Maximum Overdrive thing. Dame, I mean Auntie and matter of fact, Auntie was here before Dame. You know, Auntie, Hassan Burton, they've been rolling with me for almost from day one. They never said nothing to me about, hey Max, you think black women are, you naive about black women. You think black women don't have their own mind. Ain't nobody ever said this to me. And both Auntie and Hassan, they E Nation, they can roll up in the back chat and step to me anytime they want. They never came to me talking about something. And trust me, if they got something to say to me, they'll say it. They never came at me on some black, Mac. But some people believe that because I simply will not hold black women accountable because it is the black man's fault. And I will stand by that. And that's not going to change. No, I don't hold them accountable for anything. And like I said, until the black man start doing something right, the black woman can do no wrong. I think that's a fair exchange. I don't think it's an unfair exchange. Hold on one second. Mm-hmm. I got people coming in here when we talking about. Listen, let me show you how I watch everything. Where I just don't say nothing. Okay, I'm slow to anger. All right, I'm slow to anger because I like to watch people for a while. I got people coming here with their own agendas, right? They, purposely start some kind of conversation in the chat that takes away from the topic. Now, I understand that happens in a lot of chat rooms. People start having conversations about whatever, right? But they do it only on specific topics. Like if I'm trying to promote love between black men and black women, they'll come in and start some crap about something else that takes the minds completely away from what we're trying to accomplish. If we're trying to get black men to love black women and black women to love black men, they come in here and try to disrupt that. See, there's only certain topics they do it. They don't do it on every topic. There's only certain topics they do it on. When we're talking about black love, or when we're talking about black women being successful, they'll come in here and start calling the beast. Like I talked about the pregnant women, right? There's a fool come here talking about, he don't hit his pregnant women about the in the stomach. He hit them in the mouth. Something that purposely to try to derail the conversation or distract everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So, no, I don't hold black women accountable because, for one, the environment is corrupted. You cannot hold a woman accountable for leaving her trash. If you're an absentee father, you don't raise your children, and your children are raised in the street and they become animals, then you don't have a good batch of men for the black woman to choose from. So again, you've left her in a position to where she has to choose the best from the very worst. So you cannot leave her in that position and accuse her of anything. Again, you can't say she chose bad when you gave her nothing good to choose from. Other races of men are not the black woman's responsibility. Black women are our responsibility as black men. It is our responsibility to make sure that they nest in a salubrious environment and that they have an abundance of decent men to choose from. And the decent men come from us being strong fathers and raising our boys properly, not allowing them to raise themselves in the street like fucking animals. And so when you've abandoned her and left her in the wilderness to fend for herself with her children that you've helped make, there's nothing you can blame her for. You did this to her. She didn't do this to you. She didn't leave you with 4 or 5 kids. You ain't pursuing her for a child support payment. You did this to her. There is no black male leadership to speak of in these communities. So since you are the leader and you're supposed to regulate what's in your environment, you failed to do so. Your environment has become corrupted. It's breeding bad people, and those people are getting worse and worse all the time. And so people are going to adjust to the type of environment that you left behind. This is why I don't just automatically jump on some bandwagon when they say a black woman is doing something wrong. I want to know what environment she came out of. That's going to tell me a lot. What are the men like in that environment? That's going to tell me a hell of a lot. Because the men are the leaders. That's going to tell me how she's been molded. And people don't like that. People don't like that I give the black woman the benefit of the doubt. Whereas other men don't give them the benefit of the doubt, don't give them no chance of hell, right? Okay, so you can have those men and no one says anything. Why you got to say something about me who gives black women the benefit of the doubt? Why am I public enemy number one? Why showing love for black women is some fucking, death sentence or some kind of Armageddon? You can go around here talking crazy about black women all you want. Nobody say anything. People will accept it, right? They'll accept it. Won't say much. They'll accept it. But you start talking about loving the black woman, people won't accept that. You can't do that. People are going to try to put their foot in your ass if you are talking love for black women. I know, because they've come at me from all different sides. Told me I was dumb, that the black women don't even care. They're going to set you up. They're going to play you out. They're going to roll you. They can't be trusted. They're evil. All kinds of things. Yeah, so hold on one second, y'all. And so, and like I said, right? So you can sit up here and hate black women and get, famous. You can become, like a Tommy Sotomayor or Kevin Samuels, right? And you can get black women to defend you. You can get people to defend you, right? But when you come out here, you speak in love for black women. It's like people just hate you for it. It's like I'm starting, like I'm experiencing that now. It's kind of weird because I've never experienced that before in my life, right? But I'm experiencing it here on social media. People actually hate me because I love black women, which is the craziest thing. You got some dudes that came up here and said, "Man, I hate black women." So what you coming up here for? Like, why y'all coming over here? Take your hatred somewhere else. This is not that kind of environment. We preach black love here. We love our women over here. We don't hate our women over here. We don't hate our brothers over here. Some of you feminists got us twisted too. You think you can come over here and talk crazy about black men? We don't get down with that either. We're not a hate channel. Well, I mean, well, when it comes to Becky's and stuff, we may have a little hatred, but for all intents and purposes, no, we're not a hate channel. You know, and so and I be respectful. I listen to these people. I don't go off on them. I don't trip. I think it's funny and ironic, though. You know, I don't hold black women accountable. Well, for one, I can't. Two, it ain't nothing their fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Black society is in the condition that it's in. That's the black man's fault. The black woman does the best she can for all of us. Where would a lot of us be if it wasn't for our mothers? After our fathers walked out and left us high and dry. You see, let me explain something to you. The mother always cared about the child more than the father. When the father walks out, that's a statement. He don't care about his children. And he don't care about the woman that brought his children in this world. If he just gonna walk out. Okay? Women, excuse me, y'all, sorry about that. Women, black women, they stay there and they fight. They fight for the life of their children. They feed their children. They rob Peter to pay Paul. They do whatever they can for their children. And there's so many people who are ungrateful. A lot of these guys in the manosphere was raised by a single mother who made sacrifices for them. And this is how they repay her. James,
Yes.
take over for 5 minutes. I gotta do something.
Okay. So, all right, Black Feather Sniper. Anyone that hates on you for liking women, then they're probably on the DL. Yeah, yeah. Well, we are in agreement on that one. Yeah. So those who don't know the Black Knight that way, you're getting a better idea of what the channel's about and what it's like, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. Um, but it's weird, that because he gets more flack for showing love to black women than anything, and this is a man who made it into a hobby of going against the manosphere, the sissy bins, and all them type. But yet he get the most from when loving on black women or expressing love or or anyway anything that praises a black woman. Hmm. So yeah, and it's amazing that with all the good stuff he talks about, he gets the most people on his channel when he's going in on the manosphere, and not when he's expressing love or defending black women. Hmm. Uh, Nice to meet you, Purple Chick 17. Welcome to the channel. So Max is not apologizing or he's just explaining things because sometimes our own people are not sure. I get the impression that they think that he's being overly patriarch. Or let me see, there's a term for patriarchal, where he feels that black women should be protected. You know, because they can't do for themselves. No, Max definitely does not believe that, and we don't allow him. If he did, we wouldn't be hanging with him. You know. Trust me,
Yeah, I'm back.
he knows we can protect ourselves, but he feel we
Yeah,
shouldn't have to, especially when there's men around, and he's
yeah,
very.
yeah. And it's like, when I'm defending black women or if I'm showing love, man, cats come at me, man, hard as the motherfucker, man, like I owe the child support check or something. They come at me hard in the month. I mean, I can't express any love for black women, or it's gonna be hell to pay. I even got some women coming at me now, believe it. I got some black women coming at me on well, some black women are messed up. I get all that, but that's not see, what people fail to realize, right? I'm not saying that there aren't some black women out there that's messed up. Of course there are. I just don't want to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. That's not what this platform is about. Excuse me. So I stay away from subjects like that. They can find that anywhere else on social media. They can find plenty of that. They can find plenty of people talking about what the black women done did wrong and how evil black women are. They can find that all over social media. But when they come here, I don't want them to find it here. I want this to be a space where black women could come, relax, be themselves, have a voice, free from attack, free from abuse, free from disrespect. And that somebody actually gives a damn about them. Let them here for a change, and somebody actually gives a damn about them. And somebody who actually loves them for real. Not sitting up here putting on a show or putting, some kind of gimmick. You know. And so, people get mad at me. Well, why won't you talk about some of the black women that do this? Because that's not what this channel is about. I'm not going to talk about that. Max, did you see the black woman who did this and did that? She was messed up. Yeah, I saw it. You gonna talk about it? No, I'm not. Because that's not what this channel is about. And I'm a little tired with some black people, man, who seem they got their mind messed up. Some of their brains is missing. Somebody that knocked half their brains out. And they think that you're scared of them because they can argue or they can articulate and all this other crap. I'm not scared of none of that. I just don't want to. I'm too old for this, man. I don't want to get into these back and forth, these little kid back and forths. I'm too grown for. I don't want to engage it. That's why I try my best to let people hang themselves. before I go on and act. Because I realize some people, no matter what you say, their minds won't change. You know, they're going to keep doing the same thing until you have to knock their head off. That's what some people that come in here, that's the only thing they understand. You know, you got people who are so sensitive, they can't let nothing go. I mean, it's the craziest thing. Can't let anything go. But some of these dudes can't take anything. They're too big to take anything. They can't take nothing. No kind of pressure, no kind of adversity, nothing. You know, can't take anything. And they're proud of that. Okay. You proud of being a weak dude who can't take any kind of pressure, any kind of real deal about life. You can't take none of it. Can't deal with any of it. Can't take a punch. Can't take anything. Guys are scared of conflict. Got women out here now talking about protecting themselves because you can't protect them. You won't protect them. You got another company talking about you want to hold black women accountable because do you want to like say that other women are more desirable to them? I mean, more desirable because other women submit, black women don't submit. Well, they ain't gonna submit to no weak dude. No woman is gonna submit to a weak dude. Even that Asian woman. If you weak, she ain't gonna submit to you. And Becky, if you really ain't got no money, if Becky ain't weighing 2,000 pounds, she ain't staying with you if you ain't got no money. If she weighing 2,000 pounds, she probably got all of the money because she has an enormous food bill she got to pay for. One second, y'all. I'm taking my pain medication. No, I'm not on drugs. It's just Tylenol.
Yeah, just regular working aching pains. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm starting to think that some of these dudes, these black dudes, I think I understand why they get with these big two ton Beckys. Because these two-ton Beckys got money. You know, the fact that, these guys are deviant and they can't get any other type of woman. But Becky got money, man. Becky buying ho-hos and Twinkies by the case. And if Becky lives in her own house, you come into Becky's house, it's like being in Wally's Candy Factory or something. Got junk food everywhere. So, to go back to what I was saying, yeah, holding black women accountable and not believing that black women can do any wrong. Yeah, there's no holding black women accountable because the black man is at fault. And can they do no wrong? Like I said, it's a fair exchange. Until black men do right, black women can do no wrong. I think that's a fair exchange. And with that being said, I am at the end of my rant. Let me bring in the Lady Knight, who's got her gangster avatar. We ready to throw some fists tonight. What's going on, Dane?
Uh, doing good, doing good. Well, I'm constantly appalled by the misunderstanding, mainly uh, from some women. They seem to think that you're thinking that that you're treating them like little girls or something like that, or that that they can't protect themselves, even though you believe they shouldn't have to protect themselves, especially against grown men. You know very well that we can, but you say you shouldn't have to. Come from the days men look after women. They protected women. Shoot's part of the 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 shopping experience where you see them shows where the guy is there carrying the bags. Yeah, he's there to carry the bags, but his main thing is to protect the woman because
Here, here.
mhm, he created
Let's
them.
gauge. Let's gauge the chat. Let's throw the link in the chat.
Hmm.
It is gangster talk, people. Here comes the gangster link.
Okay.
Anybody want to come up here? Anybody want to go up here and put on that gangster link? You go ahead.
All right. Max. Check your microphone real quick. You're getting a little low.
How about now?
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Yeah. So drop the gangster link for those who might want to come up and get their gangster lean on.
Hmm.
Tell me what you thought about the podcast. Gauge the chat. What's going on in the chat?
Hmm. Okay. Let's see.
I saw T involved in a three-way discussion. I didn't know what it was about, though. I must have missed it because I wasn't paying attention to the chat.
Okay. Yeah, she was having a discussion with the twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, truth is, and it's twin.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Also, she was welcoming a, um, a new arrival, Purple Chick 17.
How you doing,
Um,
Purple Chick 17?
mhm.
I'm blessed to have you. I'm glad you can make it. Hope you enjoy the channel. It's a pro-black women's channel / pro-black people channel. We promote positive relations between black men and black women. We're all about promoting black love. So
Yeah.
glad you can make it. Shout out to what's the name again?
Oh, Purple Chick 17.
Yeah, shout out to Purple Chick 17.
Yeah, yeah. So, anybody got any questions? Anybody want to ask something, or just talk about what was just said? Feel free to click on the link and come on up. Okay, Purple Chick says she's good and she loves your channel.
Thank you, thank you. We love you for supporting the channel. You know, we appreciate it.
Hmm.
Well, actually, man, we get hated because we love black women over here. That's what I just got finished talking about right there. I mean, it's just funny to me, right? Like, how cats is coming at me so hard. Like, y'all don't go after these dudes that hate black women like that, but y'all coming at me because I love black women? You know, and I'm the opposite of these guys. If they want to find every bad thing to say about black women, I want to find every good thing to say about black women. Why can't I do that? Dang, why can't I do that?
Oh, but because you don't love black men. Because the first thing they say is, "Do you hate men?" and stuff. Do you hate men? Sound like you hate men.
I don't
And
even know how to answer. I don't even know how to. How do you answer that?
well, you answer the way you answer, and
You know
you
what?
make people think.
The next dude that come in talking about, ask me, do I hate men? I'm gonna let Dame answer because I don't even know how to answer. I'm a man. I've never had no man approach me about hating other men. I mean, we don't do stuff like I don't know. That sounds like some homo
Yeah,
stuff to me.
they believe you should love your brothers before the women. That
No. See, that's your problem. That's why y'all homos. That's your problem right there. You don't love men. Your love is for the women, not for the men.
yeah, yeah, they're trying to promote brotherly love. Like, don't you love your brothers?
Well,
Can't you
that's why
love
them guys.
men like you love your brothers?
Well, that's why the SYSBM want to go their own way. They want to get to some secluded place where nobody's looking, so they can poke each other in the dunker.
Hmm. And then they bring the ultimate one. You don't even love your dad,
No, I don't.
but be a little bit for specific for the newbies. Explain to them. Why you don't love your dad?
because my dad is a man, and men don't love men. I respect my dad. I care about my dad, but I don't love my dad. I love my mother. I love my sisters. I would love my daughter if I had a daughter. I love my wife. I don't love men. My father did not teach his boys to love men. He taught his boys to love women and defend women and protect children.
Hmm.
Okay? Love is for women. Respect is for men. My father never hugged us. Never hugged any of his boys. He never picked us up. Father was a hard man. Never picked us up. He never coddled us. And my father even said one time, if I catch any one of y'all hugging, after I kick both your ass, I'm going to throw you out and disown you. So I'm not raising no homos. My father didn't even want his boys hugging each other. He didn't even want us hugging each other. If you hug your mother, you hug your sisters. You hug the women in your life.
Yeah, you surprised me when you told me he don't even let y'all. He didn't even let y'all wrestle when y'all
No,
were kids.
no. You had to
'Cause
stand on your feet and box.
yeah, so they shocked when you said no, you don't. But they
You said what?
okay. They don't understand because they didn't grow up in the area you grew up. A lot of the younger men don't quite get it, because
What did you say? What did you say?
I said, okay, you have to raise up your volume again, Max. But I was saying that they didn't grow up. They
No,
didn't grow up.
what did he say?
Okay,
Who said what?
I said, I no, that was me saying that I think you should tell a little bit about the time you grew up in, because and how the men were, because a lot of the men in the younger generation and the boys didn't grow up with that, so you got generations that uh, didn't grow up with that, and they think the way it is, that love for
Hmm.
their brother, their man, their dad, I mean a man,
Yeah,
is
y'all going around
okay,
here.
that
You're
brotherly
going
love
around.
nonsense.
Yeah, you're going around here in what I call self-sissified mode, telling other men that you love them. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Wrong answer. All you're doing is speaking the love of homosexuality, speaking a language of homosexuality. When you tell other men that you love them, you don't love other men. Grown man ain't got no business walking around here loving another grown ass man. Your love is for women. You love women. That's where your love is supposed to go. That's who gets your love. Women, not men.
Okay. Well, what do you think about those that think you should support other men uh by when they supporting them by helping them through their emotional pain, or when they're in pain and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Well, that brotherly love and stuff like that, that you should show love for your
Oh
brother.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
part of
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. I
You
heard.
know,
Yeah, I heard some old whack ass. We need to feel each other's pain. We gotta understand each other. We gotta hold each other. Man, get out of here with that. You run up on one of my boys talking about something. I need to feel your pain. Let me hold you. Man, they'll knock your chin off, man.
And probably was like, you believe this dude tried to come on to me?
Knock your chin off. Chin off. Like the movie Face Off,
Hmm.
chin off. Dude be walking around with no bottom part of his face. Chin off. It will knock your chin clean off.
Okay. So, the reason why I think your channel is important, including the Gen Talk, because young there's also like there's young men growing up, there's young women, so they don't know how a true man is supposed to act.
Hey,
We
look, guys, let me
so
hold
much
on.
stuff. Hmm.
And let me clarify something else too, y'all.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not a guru about anything. I'm not a master teacher. I'm not even a father in real life. I don't have any children. I'm not a guru. I don't fancy myself as an intellectual or any of that stuff. I'm just a black man that's no better than or no more than you are. And I just have an opinion. And I just have a voice. And I express what's on my mind. That's all I am. Just a black man. I'm humble and blessed to have all the things I have from all the hard work. But I'm no different than any of you. I don't put myself above you or below you or below you. I'm just like y'all. I'm not trying to claim to be somebody I'm not. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV, social media, none of that. Just a regular old black man with a voice that happens to have a platform.
Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying that okay, I think when you talk about the way men are supposed to be are and red flags and stuff like that helps women understand because they didn't grow up or some of them didn't grow up seeing their dads or their grandfathers or uncles or the men in life, and so they seeing what they responded to, so they thinking a lot of this is normal or natural or
A lot
okay.
of what?
Like this brotherly love thing.
No,
Uh,
it's not natural. Basically, you have to understand something. See, back in the 60s and 70s, black people were different. Okay, there was a lot of black people who bucked against the system, and for doing so, a lot of black men was killed. A lot of black men were sentenced and given outrageous sentences. So that took a large number of the warrior class of black men out of the community. But what replaced that warrior class was homos. You know, one of the first signs of that homos was taking over the community is when they came out with the so-called metrosexual, which is nothing but another homo. When they introduced that, women got beguiled by that and so that they didn't think it was into anything, that the man was into high fashion and wanted to be very clean and all that. But you see, they came at black women because if you want anything to stick, you got to come after black women. Okay. And the metrosexual was in for a while, then he disappeared. Then you had more homos come to the community. And so you got used to seeing this, and even the music promoted it. So it got to a point where you didn't think anything was wrong with it because there was no one pushing back on it until now.
hmm. Yeah, and it was discovering that a lot of the even younger generation, you know, don't know how to talk to women. And I'm hearing women saying, "Yeah, that's what they get. They get the yo shorty bull crap. They don't know how to just go hello, introduce themselves, and start off a conversation."
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
We teach that on Gent culture.
Hmm.
Gym Culture is a show where we teach young black brothers how to be men. You know, how to address women, how to address them properly.
Yeah, yeah, and how to deal with certain things, you know, because certain groups complain about women's attitude,
Hmm.
black women's attitude, and I also like, no matter which show, when you there's red flags that women are missing, or things that this type of dude is dangerous if he acts like this, or he's doing this, or he's from this way. Get away from. I like that when you do that,
Uh-huh.
because some of us are not aware of it. It's not till you point it out. I said,
Let me
well,
address
why
the
did you mention it? Or we had to learn the hard
Let me
way.
address the attitude thing. Now, I've addressed this several times before, but we do have some new people, so let me address this.
Hmm.
All women have attitudes. It's all feminine. You can't be feminine without an attitude. All women have attitudes. These guys think that if they don't deal with black women, they're going to get away from women's attitude. Foreign women have attitudes too. Becky's have attitudes. Mei Ling's have attitudes. Maria's have attitudes. Hell, Maria got a fiery attitude. Not only does she have an attitude, she don't even have an ordinary attitude. Hers got fire everywhere she goes. You know. So when you got guys who don't want a woman with attitude, I think they're gay because they don't want a woman. You're not find you're not gonna find a woman with no attitude. Even female animals have attitudes. Game.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. All women have attitude. Good attitude, bad attitude, nice attitude. Attitudes ain't all about a negative. God dang it, you guys. And then you want us to change our nature of an attitude. What attitude do you want to get rid of? Bad attitude, our good attitudes, our cheerful attitudes, our optimistic attitudes. You know, our pessimistic attitudes. We got as many attitudes as there's a words in the dictionary. So which one do you want to get rid of? And then if you get rid of the ones you don't like, that means the others got to go too. The ones you do like, because can't have one without the other. There's a balancing act. Okay. Yeah, but as I was saying, certain things that we didn't know because our fathers wasn't there to teach us, our grandfathers, our uncles, big brothers, or um, or it been so long we have forgotten it, or so when you tell us things to look for and avoid men that behave like this because they're dangerous, or or they wasting your time and stuff like that, or or they they're not looking to be a husband material, are they bad fathers material and stuff like that. you know i um I do like those conversations too, when you bring that up, or you be like. And then there is the Mythbusters, the talking point of the Manospheres, that you not only get talk against you, blow them out of the water. As far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
Mhm. Okay, but It seemed like we covered everything. You feel like you everything is clarified. Chat. Max made it clear about why um, he don't hold black women responsible for things. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Only the truth is says only the socially awkward cats think that women are supposed to be always happy-go-lucky. They're embarrassing for thinking that way. Okay. All right then. Well, we're gonna wrap it up for the night then. Nobody wants to come up. Nobody had any questions in the chat. So until later. But in the meantime, there's ladies' night, Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then, if not sooner. Peace, power, and unity. Let's go out with some music.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel.
Bang them out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, cookies cooking, beans copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the 4.5. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that, son. They rather see him spray. But I'm like Nitty, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. Yeah, get you I get down for mine. I get down I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't someplace you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. Witness a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in a daze. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. Bahamas a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. Once it's talk about flipping keys, come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical, lyrics are sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sweet. I'm bringing the drama to the streets with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the streets, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine.